What is that? Pinot?
Close. It is Zinfandel. I have no clue. If it's red, I'll
Zinfandel?
drink it.
I don't know.
Uh, this,
Zinfandel.
yeah. I do have Pinot right here though. That's next.
You are such a single mom.
Property Ebonics.
So this is what we're gonna do, man. We're gonna start off. This is the first episode of Black History Month. You know what I'm saying?
We
We
did it.
identify we identify as black people. So you know what I'm saying? We
Boom.
gotta shout that out. You know what I'm
Nice.
saying? Yeah.
Very nice. Shout
Yeah,
out
man.
to black moms. Shout out to black dads. Shout out to black barbers.
I
That's
ain't
a
been to the barber in a long time.
yeah, man. I actually bought scissors because I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start cutting my own hair, and I'm fully aware of how dangerous that could be. It's more so just lining myself up, which is easy enough.
You can't line yourself up with scissors.
No, no, I know that. I'm talking about like cut the split end, especially in the back where it gets kind of ruffled. Cut that and then kind of do some trimming and then be able to do a little bit. It's gonna be a project.
Yeah, man. Make sure you got a mirror so you can hold two mirrors so you can see the back of your head. You know what I'm saying?
I was just thinking to turn my head real fast. It's like zzz, got that, got that.
It
We'll
ain't it
see.
ain't gonna work, especially with all that hair.
I haven't tried it yet, bro. I can't really say it's not gonna work if I haven't tried it. So
Yeah, man. So you rocking the Church of Satire hoodie. That's nice there.
shout out to
Shout out
Church
to the
Satire. Yeah,
shout out
came in.
to
Yeah, it's
Jim.
feeling. This is a nice. It's feeling snug. This is like a skinny boy hoodie. Like they have like skinny jeans. This is a skinny hoodie. It's
No,
there's
I
no
mean,
slack on this.
don't you don't want to scare away any of the bigger people from buying the
No,
hoodie.
no, if you're big, you could. If you're big, you can wear skinny jeans too. I'm just saying. I like the fit of this one. Shout out to whoever did that. I'm doing this motion ever since I got
You're like a hanger.
it. It's not bad, dude.
I can see you in somebody's closet, just like 20 of you. Like a cartoon, like a cartoon character, the same outfit every day.
I hate when they break me. Boom. It's just yeah, man. No, dude. We talk about my closet all the time, man. I'm about to show people off, man. This is the closet. This is the closet. You boy be hanging out in here. You know what's going on.
Look, it's a real question right here, right? Because I'm interested in knowing this. How many pair of pants do you consistently like shuffle through? Like, you know what I mean? Because I'm gonna tell you my answer. Like, I go through like the same three pair of pants, yo. Like that's all I wear over and over again, like the same three pair of jeans.
I would say two. Like I have jeans. I have the tan ones. I have these that I mainly sleep and do online shopping with. And then
Wait, you sleep in those khakis?
no, no, I'm saying these right here, like what I'm wearing.
They look like khakis for a second. That's why I said that.
Oh yeah, no, up there are some khakis though. Yeah, no, I don't think it's. I don't think. Why are people rotating more than four pairs of pants? That's weird.
I think women do. I'm pretty sure a lot of men that I know, they only wash their jeans when they get a stain on them. You know what I'm saying?
You
So it's
like that
like,
move?
you listen. I ain't gonna even lie, man. Back in the day when I was young, but I used to just Febreze my jeans. Just
Oh, that's that's like the I knew kids that would like, and by saying I knew kids, I did this. I would just I don't know why I like lying. Like if it was like a kind of like wrinkly jeans, I'd like put water on it, like just dribble a little water on it, then just smooth it out and go about the day and be like, yo, the wind will take care of it. Um, Honestly, I don't know if it worked or not. It made me feel okay though.
nah, bro. It didn't. I'm telling you, it didn't do nothing but it made your pants stink or something. There's no way to just put water on your pants. They didn't unwrinkle. What you could
Huh.
do is, I
Yeah.
did learn a trick that if you want to unwrinkle a shirt, you don't feel like ironing it, hang it up in the bathroom and take a hot shower.
Yeah.
That knocks out some of the wrinkles. And my grandma used to say do that all the time. And she'd be like, and if it's sunshine outside, the sunshine knocked the wrinkles out. That's what she always used to say.
That's not bad logic right there. I did that with my graduation gown. It was like because they're like, I guess you had to take it outside the plastic a week before graduation.
Yup.
No one told me that, or if they did, I forgot it. So the day of graduation, I'm like, why is the silky thing so damn wrinkly?
It just look like reused aluminum foil.
Yeah, exactly. Just like, here, put this on. This is for your bachelors. Yeah, no, that was I just took a shower instead. It worked out. I needed to take a shower anyway, so it was kind of convenient, but it was like, damn, I would have been extra wrinkly. Let me ask you this: the idea of like with like rotations and all that with clothing too. And have you been seeing the kind of the update going on that CDC they may be suggesting people double up in masking, like
Yeah,
two
man.
masks?
Yeah, man. I've been seeing it, and it I guess it makes sense if you don't have, because some people don't have the N95 mask. They say that the N95 is 95% effective. So like a suggestion, if you ain't got one of them, you definitely should double mask. But I've been seeing them say that you should probably put another mask over top of the N95 joint. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm not going to double mask. I'm not going. That's I don't. I think that's. I'm not going to do it. I'm not. I'm not trying to like. If you want double mask, and not just you, but the people listening, go for it. Yeah, I'm just not going to do it. I feel like if whatever doesn't happen with the mask, with just one mask, it's not going to like. I just don't see my likeliness of not catching something increasing with double masking. Or
Do
maybe I
you
just don't care enough.
but you do understand how more fabric could stop more to come from coming through though, right?
Logically, it makes sense. Logically, it does make sense. I think for me, it would just make more sense just to get an N95 instead of having to do the double mask. Um, I don't know. I feel like the masks they're helpful. I do them. I feel safer in them. I'll tell you about my journey the other day that involved the mask and me getting yelled at. Um, I don't know. I'm not with that move. I feel like that's I don't know the science behind it, so obviously, don't fully go by what I'm doing, but in my heart, bro, in my heart, I'm not double masking. Not gonna do it.
So
That's
you
right.
kind of
I
so look,
said it.
but this the thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't worn double mask either. You know what I'm saying?
It's just not jiggy.
But I'm not gonna sit here and say I won't. You know what I'm saying? But like, if I'm in the house, I run to the store real quick. Like, one mask should be okay. Like, all they're trying to do is they're trying to make people. How do I explain it? It's like wearing like you want to feel more safe. It's like when you're having sex with somebody you know you shouldn't have sex with, so you put two condoms on. You ever do that?
Never done that. Never done that. Never.
Neither have I. I just want to make sure to see if you have done it or not either.
I feel like you've done it
But wait, why do you feel like I have?
because you suggested the premise with confidence. Also, you've had a lot of sex. So yes, I think
You obviously don't know me because I've had a lot of raw sex. So it's like everybody kind of all 2020. Okay. So like what are you talking about?
Fair point. Fair point.
So look, okay, but okay, look. It just I understand. I'm not going to say I'm not going to do it, but I do understand having more layers of fabric. I get it. It makes sense. They show you like a visual of how the specs go through one mask. Like not the mask ain't stopping everything.
Yeah, but it's just all right. So we use the two condom section sort of thing as an example, parallel. If you're having sex and the idea is to protect yourself from getting anything from that person or giving anything to that person, we kind of go under the idea that yes, one condom suffices. It's not going to be a 100% guarantee, but we kind of just understand one's enough because two is just going to take the pleasure out of everything. I feel like double masting's taking the pleasure out of the quality of life. I just don't see it as a necessary thing.
You
Now,
sound like them. You sound like them. You
bro,
know
I
who
may
them?
be one of them. I'm on their side with this one. I'm with them on this one. I'm a multifaceted person with cognitive complexities, and this is a situation where I'm down with the red on this one. I'm
Don't
not
ever
saying
say that. Don't.
your boy just said it. Your boy just said, listen, I'm not saying don't do any mask at all. I don't believe in that, but it's just it feels like the whole. I don't know. I need you know what. I need to see the numbers. I need to see the numbers, the empirical proof that two masks are more effective. I think that's what would get it.
How do you see the numbers? You know what I mean? Like How? They
What do you
can't
mean?
do they can't do studies and run. They can't be like, yo, this 100 people wear 2 masks and this 100 people wear 1 mask. Like if they live in completely different lives,
Bro, that's exactly what they would do. That's
they
exactly you just named a very good study that they could do.
if they live completely different lives, you can't say so. So say I wear. What if I'm catching flights and I'm retail shopping all the time,
You like
and
too
I'm
much food.
wearing
That's what I'm talking about.
2 masks, right?
Okay.
And there's somebody that stays in the house and only runs to the grocery store that wears 1 mask. Like they live in 2 different lives, you know what I'm saying? So you can't be like, well, that person also is living a life that's making them more susceptible to catching it. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like the only thing that I know is, and you just said to me, more can get through 1 than can 2. That's it. I mean, that's the only. So I'm not gonna be. So look, if I catch a flight somewhere, I'm wearing 2 masks, bro. Like if I'm in a busy, I might wear 2 masks. But like I said to you, if I run to the store real quick, I'm gonna catch me 1 on. But I ain't gonna sit here and be like, yo, I'm down with the red. You know what I mean? Like I ain't saying all that. No.
It's so I will say this: if it's under certain situations where I feel a little bit more at risk, I will, like if I'm taking a flight, I'll double mask up for that.
Okay.
I just don't feel like I don't want it to go towards it being a mandated or even like a social norm of like, oh, double mask. That's I'm saying I don't like that emotionally. I don't know the full science behind it. So, obviously I may be completely in the wrong. I just in my heart, bro, not feeling it.
Nope.
I wanted
Nobody's
to share.
feeling it. Nobody. I want you to know
I think
we're all
some
on the
people are
same
feeling
side.
it, bro. I think
Nobody's feeling the.
some people
Nobody's
are
feeling
seeing
the
that double
mask.
mask, like, yo, I'm gonna style up on my mask. I'm gonna get a blue mask. I'm gonna wear a red mask under the blue mask. People call me Spider-Man. I think they're gonna see a lot of that, but like, I don't know. I'm just not one of those dudes. I wanted to share with you, bro. I got, I love getting yelled at.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah, I get yelled at. So we haven't spoken in a while and all that stuff. Oh, also, if they haven't known by now, welcome to Proper Ebonics. Hello. It's gonna be
You
a
just
long.
stumbled across this on YouTube. Going down that rabbit hole, you never know what you find.
They may click that random button and be like, "Oh my gosh, what is this podcast? This comedy podcast over here? When's Kevin Hart chime in?" It's don't fast forward. He's gonna come at the end though. No, I went to.
I used to say that when I was promoting shows, like Kevin Hart might show up. You never know.
No, I
Just come
remember
through.
that. I remember showing up at an attic in Philadelphia and be like, "What the hell, Adam? There's no Kevin Hart here. What is this?" I paid $5 to be up here. But no, so I went to go see the UFC fight, Conor McGregor versus the dude Dustin Poirier took place last weekend, and my buddy Ray, shout out to Ray, we were like, okay, well, Buffalo Wild Wings, they're not playing it. That had an outdoor setting, so we ultimately decided, like, okay, one of Ray's friends, Steve, shout out to Steve, he actually listens, so or he's listened to like
What's up,
one
Steve?
episode.
How you doing, Steve?
Yeah. If you're listening again, Steve, what's up? It was just like, oh, we'll just go over to his place and have just like how Ray phrased it to me. I'm like, oh, we'll just have it like just you, myself, our other buddy Matt, and Steve. So I'm like, all right, I'm taking a risk by doing this. I'm going to a garage where it's going to be vents and all that stuff, but it's the 4 of us. It's for a fight I'm excited about. I will do it. Bro, I go in there. This place is popping. Bro, there's like 20 people deep in here. I'm not even joking. There's 20 people, all no mask. They're down with the red. There's no mask at all. And I was just like, oh wow. Like, I'm totally gonna be that person that's gonna wear a mask and ruin the vibe. And I was.
So was this was at Buffalo Wild Wings, or was this at a regular garage?
No, this was at a garage. This is at the kids' garage. Where it's just like they got the pay-per-view there. We were gonna split it, like the fees for it. And no mask. And I'm not gonna say the other thing, but yeah, it was just a kind of a wild situation. So I masked up. Your boy popped on a mask, and I got confronted by a psychology student.
Oh, what did he say?
Well, I'm sitting on the couch and no one's said anything, just Ray, who was like, I'm cool. So it's like, yeah, of course, yeah. But the kid never spoke to him. He's like, so do you think that mask is really helping? He came in kind of aggressive. He came in kind of high. And before he even finished that sentence, I was like, yes. It's just like, I didn't like the attitude he was coming in.
Yeah.
But then he was pretty much saying how he thinks it's a bit ridiculous, the idea of mask. And I voiced that, with everything going on, even if it's psychological, I feel better with this, given especially this environment.
Right.
And then let's just having a pleasant conversation. It was just a pleasant conversation where he was able to voice his differences, I was able to voice mine, and then we talked about nonverbal communication. Yeah,
I'm not having a conversation with somebody that's unmasked. I'm just not talking to you,
bro.
not
Yeah,
having it.
and you may be right in the situation. I mean, it's almost 2 weeks ago, and I'm okay. I definitely took a risk in that situation where
Yeah.
I can only be so upset at everyone in that situation because I'm the one choosing to be there.
Right.
Like they're making that choice to, if that's something they're not concerned about. I made the choice of like, okay, well, I want to see this fight. I've been excited about it all week. I'm going to do it. I went through with it. So there's accountability on my end.
The only thing that's good about that is that you only had to split the pay-per-view 20 ways. That's not bad. As opposed to 4. You can't
I
beat
know,
that.
right? No, it's fun. I think the dude's mom paid for it. They're like, oh yeah, because his brother wanted to watch whatever. So I didn't even have to pay for it, but it was definitely one of those on the drive back home. I was like, uh-oh.
Every time you coughed, you thought about that shit.
Oh
Every
gosh.
time you had a little slight headache, you was like, "Oh man, it's just because it's McGregor fight." Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
one of the instances, bro, when you need the double mask right there.
I could have double masked on that one because it's one of those things where you could tell they were probably like, we don't really want to think about COVID right now. We just want to watch this thing. And I just kind of served as a reminder. And I said things too. I peppered things in. They're like, is Joe Rogan going to be on commentary? And I was like, well, actually, he actually just took a photo with Dave Chappelle, who tested positive for COVID. So he's probably not allowed to defend. Voice that out loud. But overall, good event. And that interaction with that kid, I took pride in it. I felt that was my communication studies coming in, where I shut down my ego. I was like, his views that are opposing mine isn't necessarily against me personally.
Right.
And was able to have a nice chat. So that's good.
You're bigger than me. You're better than me, man. I couldn't do it. I'm not gonna lie. You are a good person for being able to talk to that person. I'd be like, yo, get away from me, dog. You ain't got no mask on.
No mask. Like, you think that mask is important? Yeah. Yeah. I think if it was a different situation where everyone was agreed to wear a mask and he no masked and was talking to me, maybe I would have taken a different approach. But I was already there. I was in the lion's den. So I was like, all right, let's do this.
Okay. So that's the lines then you were referring to. When you text me what we're going to talk about today, you said Kirk in the lion's den. I was like, oh, this is going to be good.
Yeah, but I didn't give any context. I should have given some. I should have said like Conor McGregor. All I thought was, damn, I was in the lion's den. Let me let Alan know this that we're going to talk about on the podcast.
That's definitely the lion's den, man. You got to be courageous. I was going to say you got to be courageable. You got to be courageous. Courageable.
I'll mess with that.
You like that?
Courageable. Oh, why is that not a word?
I don't know. It can be. You know what I'm saying? You can use that next time somebody comes to you with no mask on. You're like, hey man, you're being very courageable. Come to me with no mask on right now. Okay.
That's you gotta say them, right?
What's up? Good. What did you guys say? What do you guys say?
No, I was just saying, like, if someone's acting ridiculous, like if they're giving you some malarkey, you got to call them malarcus. That's what I've been calling people malarcus in my head for the last week.
Oh, you said in your head. I thought you were saying, but about to say, I've been calling people that in real life, malarcus, but no, in your head, it's a big difference.
No, in my head, if I see someone just on some bullshit, I'm like, this is some malarcus over here. It's a nice thing to do.
I'm glad that it's been 2 weeks and you're feeling better. You probably feel way better than Conor McGregor does.
Did you watch?
It's good to see. I did not watch, but I seen the highlight of him getting his ass whooped. It was hilarious. I seen all the memes on social media.
Why is it hilarious? Why is that?
It's always good to see somebody with a big mouth get shut up.
Now, did you see his build up to this? This one, we got mature Conor McGregor on this one. He did it for charity. He had his children there. We got a mature version of, not at the actual facility, but like, the build up to the week. They do like these videos where you see them, and a dude he was fighting, he donated like a bunch to the dude's charity. Like
Yeah.
we got like a mature version of Conor McGregor. Still a very skillful fighter. Dustin Poirier, quite the brawler though.
Yeah. I don't think he's very skillful anymore. He's losing his touch.
Really?
He got his ass whooped.
Yeah.
When's the last time he won?
He won last January. He won
Eh,
last January, and before everything got locked down, in less than like 40 seconds.
was it Ronda Rousey? Who'd he fight?
That would have been nuts. That would have been that genuinely would be a good matchup. They probably won't do it, but no, he faced a Donald, I think Coroni. Producer Pat, if you could correct me on that one. The cowboy, the dude with the cowboy hat. He's good, but you know, my thing with McGregor is that Cerrone, I may have mispronounced that. McGregor is one of those people, when you think of the term mixed martial artists, he truly does come to mind. Like it's really like an art what he does in terms of how he moves his body and just the different techniques that he does. He's not just like X, Y, B punch. Like he's really throwing stuff in there.
That's true. I've never seen nobody lay down like him.
Why you gotta do that? Why you gotta do that? I'm trying to hype my boy up. Why you gotta do that? Yo, send us to Conor McGregor, man. First, Nate Robinson, now Conor McGregor. You have no empathy, dog. No empathy.
No, listen, I do have empathy, but I don't have it for the ones with the big mouths. I don't care about this week. His whole life he's been a big mouth, but this week before this fight he wasn't. Listen, it's too little, too late, bro. Like he talk a lot, you know what I'm saying, and he got them hands put on him.
Listen, look at all the entertainment Conor McGregor has brought us. And I'm fully aware that I'm going to get some hate for hyping up Conor McGregor. I got yelled at in December for hyping up Conor McGregor. But he didn't even have to come back to this. He's already like a made person, millionaires and all that stuff. He did this for the love of the sport. And I got to respect that. I think that's cool. So, yeah, he did lose.
Are you sure he doesn't need the money? Are you sure? Let
me check in with him real quick. Bruce Pat, if you could shoot Conor McGregor a message real quick, ask him if he has that guap, and then get back.
Because listen, man, he might need the money, he might not. He might be like everybody else trying to invest all their money in the stocks and stuff like that, man.
Damn, yo, you a millionaire right now?
What, man? Yeah. No, I wish, man. Listen, dog. The last week and a half, I've been trying to do okay. First of all, I want to be making known. I'm not one of those people that just hopped into the stock game because of what's going on recently with GameStop and all of that. I've been doing
about stocks like 4 or 5 episodes ago.
Yeah. So I've been trying to make it happen for probably like a smooth year. I'll say like a year. I've been trying to match the stock market, but dog, like the stock market crazy right now. You've been seeing what's going on, how the GameStop stock went through the roof, and people was making bank, and then hedge funds losing money. It was just crazy stuff going on.
So I'll be real with you, man. Like I've been trying to grasp the concept of this and why everything went up. I think they call it like a short squeeze. I'm trying to get familiar with like the terms. It goes over my head, dog. Like I try to comprehend it. So I understand that it's happening, but I don't know why.
So I'm gonna try best as I can because I don't really understand that part that much. But hedge funds are companies that buy a whole bunch of stocks when it's really low, and then they sell it when it's low. So hedge funds buy all these stocks and they wait for it to get really low before they sell it. But they kind of do it in like an ill way, you know what I'm saying? So what people were doing is they realized what hedge funds were like taking these deals on like GameStop and all these companies that are doing bad. Right. And they pretty much screwing people over. So what people decided to do was put all their money in the GameStop, AMC, put all their money into it. You know what I'm saying? So when the hedge funds went to sell it, they couldn't because all the money, the stock costs so much money now. So hedge funds were like literally, they were like taking loans from people that they had to pay back essentially. So it's kind of like they had to sell the stocks. You know what I mean? So it's
sure.
I don't know too much. Like people don't listen to me, y'all. Google it, but like that's what was going on.
That sounds like the sort of story. That sounds like the sort of story right there. Like that resonated with me. And from what I've tried reading, that sounds similar to it. So yeah, no, that's what's up. Thanks, man. I know that's led to a lot of people becoming a little bit more rich, I guess. It's because it's backed by the Reddit users. I think it's like the Wall Street Bets subreddit. And I guess a lot of people, the hedge funds and the investors, many of them lost money.
Yeah.
I just know the gist of it of like, I'm good with that. If it means like that your average person, Reddit user, was able to become not even super rich, but able to pay off loans,
Yeah.
and then like it's coming from Wall Street people, yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, man. It was good to see. Like I'm not gonna lie, you talk about Reddit a lot, and
Yeah.
I told you before, I'm not on Reddit. But because of this, I am now following the subreddit Wall Street Bets. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, yo, I need to see what's going on. So I downloaded the app and now I'm on there reading. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
it's a good source, man. And you know, there's a lot of other things on Reddit too. I'll let
I
you
don't
find
need
some
those
stuff on
things.
it, yeah.
I don't need those things.
But do you want it?
No, I
Okay.
don't want it.
Okay.
I don't want it. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about freaky stuff.
Yes.
Talking about freaky stuff. I know.
I think you already know, man. I'm on my 2 days into my no social media journey. Reddit's the one where it's like, because I don't have an account for it, I kind of just browse it. You could still use Reddit. I still have.
That's cheating. You cheating. That's an
cheating.
app. It's a social media network.
No, if I would say it's social media if I'm engaging with people.
Wow.
What? Why?
Cheating? That's cheating. You
How's
can't.
that?
Reddit is a social media network. I thought you were going to be on there.
No, Reddit is like a place where I get news and like butt photos.
That's what Twitter is.
No, I don't. You mean I guess the reasoning as to why I was doing the kind of the cleanse of it, it didn't include why I use Reddit, so I didn't really see the need to go without that.
I got you. I'll let you. I'll allow it.
All right. Thank you. So it's like the Facebook gone, Messenger gone, Instagram gone. There's something else, Snapchat probably. So I'm 2 days into it now, and yeah, I'm realizing, because one, Instagram, it kind of, there's a lot of in terms of dopamine rush. It hits you with both the social aspect of people you know, but and also the celebrity aspect of like, you know, celebrityism and all that, and also just like semi-pornographic images.
Yeah,
it's like damn, I'm not craving it, but like I'm finding I'm seeking sociability in different ways and with more craving than usual.
Interesting.
That's why I wrote my notebook. I was like, damn, this is interesting.
So the things that you're lacking from not being on Instagram, that means you're trying to get them in real life?
A little bit, maybe not even necessarily trying to get, but like I find that I'm more engaged socially via text messaging in my family group chat.
Right.
Because I think it's pretty much just taking away 3 or 4 outlets of how I use my energy. So with those outlets gone, that energy's still there. It's just going into different ones, like the family group chat, like doing the podcast, the self-hypnosis class and all that, man. Like just little things like that. And I'm only on day 2, but you know, little progress note for people that are tuning in.
No, man, that's dope, man. Listen, that's good. I'm not gonna lie, I wish I could do that, but I ain't doing it. Like I think that being able to do that is strong. It shows that you're willing and able to better yourself, your mental health. You know what I'm saying? It's really dope. I'm not gonna even lie to you, man, because I can't do it right now. You know,
well, that's the thing with like social media with us too. It's like the practicality of it. Like if you're promoting things, like I feel like for you, one of your ways of self-care is putting your stuff out there and like making those updates on Facebook and like kind of getting jokes off that way. So it's kind of like, I feel for some people it would be almost counterintuitive.
Yeah.
I guess for me in this case, it's like, all right, well, I have no shows to promote, and that's the primary reason why I have Facebook beyond just scrolling. So I was like, okay, I think I could do that.
Yeah, I remember you said that before. You might have said that a couple of months ago about how you only use it just to promote, and if you didn't have any shows, you wouldn't be on there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I remember that.
So yeah, we'll see how it plays out, man. I'm not trying to be self-righteous or anything like that. I just, you know,
no, man, it's dope.
No, I know you don't think that, but I know some people are listening right now and they're thinking, damn, Herc's being real self-righteous.
Let them think that. If everybody was self-righteous, it's the world would be better. Stop everybody worrying about the wrong thing. They're worrying about what everybody else thinks, what everybody else is doing. That's the problem.
Listen, I'm not self-righteous. I'm not wearing 2 masks. Damn it. That's That's
You out here
waxing
going
with
to Conor McGregor parties.
that. Conor McGregor parties. I'm down with Team Red. I go to Conor McGregor parties. Oh yeah, and I don't use Facebook. Suck my gat. Like
Next thing you know, you're gonna be storming the Capitol. Jeez.
no comment. Not doing that. I'm still thinking how wild that was. It's crazy. That was less than a month ago. We had a wild January.
Yeah. Yo, somebody put a picture up on Twitter. It was like they showed pictures of what happened on every Wednesday in January. Like every Wednesday. The first one was the Capitol insurrection.
Bang, bang.
Then you had what was the second? I forget the second one, but then you had the inauguration day.
That was on a Wednesday, right?
Yeah, these are all Wednesdays.
Yeah.
But there was, and then the fourth one was the GameStop.
Oh yeah, that was last Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah. So every Wednesday in January, something crazy happened, and so.
Yo, Ice Cube, if you're not gonna make fourth installment of Friday, Wednesdays are popping off. Like that's something to kind of consider.
Wednesday's the new Friday, huh?
Yeah. Back
yeah,
next Wednesday.
Yeah, man. But again, though, I think it's dope for being able to get out social media, man. Especially during Black History Month, man. I can't do it, man. I'm over here dropping Black History facts to these white people. You know what I'm saying?
Will say I do miss that element because I feel like you're dropping some hotness right now.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna drop one right now. You know what I'm saying? The elementary school that I went to was named after the first African American in space. Oh. His name is Guyon Bluford. Okay, it's a Black History fact coming from y'all. Proper Ebonics, you know what I'm saying? The first Black man in space, Guyon Bluford. He's from Philadelphia, you know what I'm saying? So my elementary school was named after him. It's still named after him. So yeah, that's my little fact for the day. You know what I'm saying?
Bang,
so everybody know about Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King, and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know about the other guys.
They don't know about that. My fun fact about Black history is that rapper Big L died on February 15th, the day after Valentine's Day.
Damn. It's a sad day for his girl.
So if you want to, I try not to laugh at that one, but that's if you want to.
I wasn't trying to be funny. I'm just saying it's a sad day for his girl. Like every day after Valentine's Day.
Now I get why people got mad at you over the Dr. Dre thing. Yeah, it made sense. Yeah, I get it. It made sense.
What? I didn't even say nothing just now. Yo, I don't know if you've seen this. You probably didn't because you're not on social media right now. Rapper Silento. Watch me whip. Now watch me.
I saw something about that, right?
He got arrested for murdering his cousin.
So I think he got charged for it because I think he was arrested and passed, and like they officially were like, "Yeah, you did that."
Crazy.
Damn.
That's crazy.
It's always the ones you got to watch out for with the little jingles. People say watch out for the hardcore rappers, the Big L's and the Nas's. You don't got to watch out for the Big L and the Nas's. It's the Nay Nay and Laffy Taffy boys. Got to be careful of them.
Laffy Taffy. It's crazy, man. Like, I don't know if he got out yet, but you know that, I don't know if you ever watched First 48, but if you want to get out of jail, when the cop's talking to you, you just got to be Silento. No? Nothing? My girl was like, I told my girl that joke. She was like, "That's so corny."
Shout out to your girl. Yeah, I gotta apologize to your girl, bro.
Why?
I feel like the last episode I disrespected your queen.
What happened?
I was listening to a little bit, trying to get the synopsis for the episode, and I realized we were doing this thing where we were talking about what we can change about one another. And I suggested that you date white women. And listen back, I was like, damn, he's got a queen. Why would I even say such a thing? Why would I say that?
Don't worry, man. She don't listen to the show.
Still, though, I put that out there. So apologize to the queen. Very nice lady.
I'm gonna play her back this part right here. Try to get some brownie points.
Don't play the joke part. You can leave that part out. That was a fine joke. It's a fine joke.
She hates when I do those jokes like that. It's too soon.
I don't. Too soon wasn't my critique for that joke. That was too soon. That wasn't my first thought. Yeah, that was a bit too soon. It was
just corny. I know it was bad.
Yo, corny jokes are fine, man. I think you know one of my favorite jokes. My dad told me it was like, why did the DJ put his boombox in the freezer?
What?
Because he wanted to hear some cool jams. Love
That's
that
so
joke.
good. That's so good.
He was like, "Yo, Kirk, do that on stage." And I remember being like, "No, I'm not doing that. I've probably done that joke on stage 3 times."
No, Dad, I've never. Your dad would be at a show one time and hear you say it. Like, that's my boy.
Thank you, Dad.
That's
You made my closer. So thank you for that. Yeah, man. Yeah, let's get on some segments. Let's get on some
Let's do it.
segments and all that stuff, bro. Let's
You
get
want
some prop
you want
suggestions.
suggestions? Let's do it.
My proper suggestion for this one, and particularly for Black History Month, I think you know, a lot of people are looking for different things to watch and all that. I'm going to recommend One Night in Miami
Hey,
by Regina King. For those unfamiliar with it, it's a fictional tale where there's a fictional meetup with Muhammad Ali, Sam Cooke, Jim Brown, and Malcolm X. I watched it about a week ago. I enjoyed it. I love movies where it's just there's no crazy plots. It's just here's characters you care about. Now here are those characters having a conversation, and this is a very unique way to do that. So I enjoyed it.
So I want to watch it, but I am so mad it's fictional.
Oh, because it didn't happen in real life.
Yeah, so when I like for me, the reason I don't watch like all the Marvel action because I like real stuff. Like I like to watch real things like autobiographies, documentaries, I like stuff like that. So like when I heard about the movie, I'm like, oh, this sounds dope. And then I heard it was fictional. I was like, damn, I'm gonna watch it, but it kind of took away from it for a little bit for me. Like just a little bit.
Damn. Well, it's
I'm gonna check it out though.
It's not like the Avengers. Like Malcolm X doesn't turn into the Hulk at any point. And that would be kind of cool. I feel like, all right, this last 15 minutes, this movie got kind of crazy. But nothing like that. I think it's the cool thing of this is like a lot of times with history, you always wonder like, what would it be like if so and so interacted? What would that be like? And for them to actually, I think it was a playwright first, like it was a play originally that they adapted for film. But I think that's such a cool premise. And for these 4 individuals, I think that's even cooler. So I would definitely recommend.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop hating on it. But yeah, it's check it out. I want to see it. It's on HBO or Amazon.
It's on Amazon. I watched it on Amazon Prime. I'm not sure if it's on anywhere else, but it's on Amazon for free.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I know a lot of things when they go on Amazon, the ones that you have to pay for usually aren't anywhere else.
This one's for I don't know if it's Amazon original or not. Probably not.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check it out.
Let me know if you do watch it though. Let me know if you watch it.
No, I want to watch. I want to watch that for sure. So my suggestion, you know what I'm saying. So is also something for the people to watch. Season 2, Tiffany Haddish, They Ready on Netflix. I love the first season where she actually had some dope women on there. Like they were pretty much unknown to like the main audience. Like you know what I'm saying, and they got their chance to shine. Like I don't know if it was like half-hour specials or whatever. But the second season, there's definitely some names on there that I knew. So I was like, oh, snaps. This is gonna be dope. She got Godfrey on there this season.
So it's not just women.
No. So the first one was women.
Okay.
But this one is just Black people, you know what I'm saying?
Nice.
So Tony Woods.
Nice.
Barbara Carlisle, she OG, you know what I'm saying? I remember her from Def Comedy Jam back in the day. I think Dean Edwards and 2 other women on there. I'm drawing a blank. Aaron Jackson, somebody else I'm forgetting. But yeah, I mean, it's on Netflix. You know what I'm saying? So
I saw season 2 came out.
Season 2, yeah, man, it dropped. So that's like 6 different things to watch because it's like 6 of them, 6 specials. You know what I'm saying? And you're talking about like Tony Woods is Dave Chappelle's mentor. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like he got a special on Netflix. You got to watch that. You know what I'm saying? Like
a lot of times, hidden gems are there for a lot of times. It's like, oh, it's not like a huge name, but I always tell people, man, go to open mics in certain places and you will see some iconic comedy, even if you don't know the name. So yeah, definitely check that out. And it's funny. That was the first rendition of it of the Tiffany Haddish one. What was it called again? Are They Ready?
Yeah, They Ready.
That was like one of your first prop suggestions. I remember we started doing the segment, and then I remember that one distinctly. So yeah, no, come back around season 2. I should check it out tonight.
Yo, man, for real, like it's everybody on there is funny. Like I pretty you like you know Godfrey, like he's a beast. You know what I'm saying? So it's just people that didn't get the shine that they deserve. And Tiffany Haddish is, you know, keeping it 100% Black. You know what I'm saying? And fuck with her for that. You know what I'm saying?
I
Drops
really,
drops
yeah.
Black History Month. You know what I'm saying? So
And it's cool that like, and it's the concept of the first one that she's established and known, and she's coming back using the platform to big up other people. I think
yeah,
that's one of the coolest things you could do, as a performer and just a person.
yeah, man. She one of the only people. I'm gonna say this. I can't think of nobody else. She one of the only people to get the big deal from Netflix and literally put on 12 other comedians. Like Chappelle is the GOAT. But Chappelle, when he got the deal, he just did 4 specials. Like, yo, I got this 4 specials. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like Chris Rock he put out an extended version of Tambourine. So it's not so like
Yeah.
Tiffany Haddish is putting on people, bro. You know what I'm saying? She putting the spotlight on people that definitely deserve it. You know what I'm saying? And I rock with her for that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
And
I think it's heavy.
if we're doing a mutual prop suggestion, I recommend everyone go back and listen to Tiffany Haddish's episode of the Champs podcast with Neil Brennan and Moshe Kasher. One of the most captivating and heartbreaking interviews that I've seen, and also hysterical. And that was my introduction to her. So definitely check that out. I highly recommend. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. She got a crazy backstory, don't she?
And she only tells parts of it too. I feel like every time I see Tiffany Haddish like doing some sort of story or stand up, I'm like, oh, that happened too. That's all right. You had quite the life. So shout out to her for that, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Tiffany
Are you
Haddish.
now as a dad? Do you do anything like special or notable for Black History Month with your kids? Like, how do you celebrate, especially with everyone doing homeschool now?
No, nothing. I don't change. I just be me, who I've been.
Right.
Like we black as shit in this house. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's not like so you know it's funny. I will say this though. My baby mom, she literally like during homeschool time, she literally teaches Black history lessons to my kids. Like, she does do
Yeah,
that.
that's
You know
good.
what I'm saying? So but for me, we just keep it black always. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
like we will talk about like let me see. Like I don't think nothing really changes. You know what I'm saying? Like they know a lot of history already. They know a lot of stuff, and we always talking about it. Always 12 months of the year. You know what I'm saying? So they understand that it's February, and they mom she do her thing when they over there. But like me, no, we just always black in here. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
respect that. It's a hot statement right there. I like that. Yeah, you know it'd be kind of wild. Not even wild, but practical and probably happen, and maybe we could be the first to be proactively doing it.
uh-huh.
What if we set aside a month to just familiarize ourselves with a different ethnicity or nationality?
That'd be cool.
Like April, we're just like, all right, we'll call it like, like North Korean
Asian.
month. Sure, the whole continent. Yeah, just like you. That's the thing. It doesn't have to be like April. Everyone does something for just within Chinese culture. Like if you have an interest in Chinese culture, maybe you could dedicate like a month of like treating it like how America treats Black History Month, where you use that time to dedicate and learn a little bit more about it.
That's dope. I think that we shouldn't go with North Korea though. But I feel like
That was a weird example.
I know,
You may
but I
have
think
some good history. I know very little about North Korea.
I just know that they don't like people. That's all I know.
I don't even know that.
Did you know that Kim Jong-un doesn't hire security guards that are taller than him?
That's gangster.
Because he's so short, you don't want to seem shorter.
I mean, if you're hiring security guards, you probably need it. Like, it's no shame in getting like a 7-foot dude for your security guard.
No. What I'm saying is Kim Jong-un's like 5'5".
No, I get what you're saying. I'm saying it's weird that he does that. Like he's a short person. Like it's not like he's a big person that gives the impression that he doesn't need anyone. It's like you clearly need like a guardian right now.
Yeah, but all his guards are like 5'4", 5'3".
Damn. Yeah, do you remember, there's a little tangent, do you remember being under 5'5"? What was that life like, bro?
You know what, yo? I think about this a lot. I
Really?
don't remember. I'm gonna tell you this. This is real rap. Even when I was a kid, like I don't remember growing. Like I don't remember. Like I just feel like I've always been my height. Whenever it was in my life. Like when I was 10, I was always this height. When I was 18, I'm like I was always this height. Like I just feel like I've always was. I don't feel like I get tall. I don't know. It's a weird thing. Like I used to like track in my mom's house when I was a kid. I used to track my height. Like I would put a mark on the wall every time I grew because I didn't believe that I was growing.
Damn. That's a fun little myth about yourself right there of like, they say I'm growing, I don't feel it. I'm gonna start doing some markings, and they just grow. Yeah, that makes sense. I think a lot of people don't recognize when they're growing unless it's like a huge growth spurt. The only time I've recognized it when I had the scoliosis surgery, I was a little bit taller afterward, and that was because they told
They
me
made you
to.
taller.
Yeah, because it's like they pretty much like you have the little like kind of semi S in your back, and they straighten it out. So you're just, I was like 5'8" when I had the surgery, and then I was like 5'9" ish afterward, and then I grew to be like 5'10", so it worked out. That's right, yeah. I'm dropping my
Well, that's crazy.
numbers
That
on
makes
here.
sense, man. I know when they say guys that are 5'10", they always say they're 6 foot. Is that what you do? You tell girls like, yeah, I'm actually 6 foot.
No, because I'm like, you're gonna see me and realize I'm not 6 foot. Also, there, I probably could get away with it. I don't think anyone's seeing anyone be like, "Yep, that's 6 foot." Like, unless there's someone standing next to them to compare it,
Yeah.
I could probably get away with 6 feet. But I don't know. I just got that confidence, bro. I don't feel the need to rely on the social construct of heights.
Talk that shit, Kirk. Talk that
Yeah.
shit.
Also, I'm like reasonably tall. Like I've never had an insecurity with. Everyone in my family was short, and I was always the tall one, so I always had kind of a tall complex. When in reality, I'm not that tall.
Yeah, man. The short people do have a complex. Like I've said it before. Like I've only ever been in physical fights with guys that are shorter than me. Like I've never fought like another tall dude.
Yeah.
He's just like, I don't know. He's just short men are angry.
Yeah, if you're tall, you're chilling, bro. It's just like, I think we spoke on this before of the idea of like everyone always says there's an idea that like jocks are mean in high school, that the athletes are like all jerks, which may be the case sometimes. But I feel that if you're like a jock or conventionally attractive or taller, um, people are going to treat you nicer. And how people treat you is usually a reflection of how you treat others. That's why, jocks, I feel, are typically very nice people, because they get nothing
Yeah.
but kindness thrown at them left and right. Whereas if you maybe fall under what people deem not conventionally attractive, you may have some a little bit more angst to you.
That's exactly why people hate on Trump so much, because he has done so much foul shit. He's a bad person. So he's getting all the energy back that he put out into the world. You know what I'm saying? So that makes perfect sense.
What is he up to? You don't have to answer because I've been kind of nice not hearing about him, sort of thing. But like I don't know from last I heard they're doing the impeachment, but they're holding off on it, and now they're debating whether or not they're going to do it. That's the last I heard.
Honestly, bro, I'm not sure.
It's good.
I'm not 100% sure. I thought they were going through with the impeachment. I heard that like his lawyers, like right before the impeachment started, they were like, "Yo," so like I don't even know.
Well, you see what they're doing now, and Trump's kind of out. He's out of the news cycle for the most part, at least from what I'm seeing, which is on Reddit. So who knows? But what I have been seeing though, and I'm trying my best not to pay attention to it, is that there have been more and more stories of I don't know her name, and I'm not even going to ask Bruce or Pat to get it. I don't think it's important. But there's like a Republican kind of QAnon person that's making news now because she's extreme right conspiracy theorist, and it feels almost like the news replacing Trump with her as the representation of Bruce or Pat says her name is Sandra Bullock. That's funny. Of just what pretty much the laughing stock would be. I don't like that we're giving her this much energy and attention because she says some crazy stuff, bro.
Yo, it's funny you say her. I think her last name is Green or something like that, right? And I was watching CNN, and my daughter was in the room with me, and they were saying all the things that this lady believes, and my daughter was like, "Why would anyone vote for someone that believes these things?" And I'm like, "That's the country we live in." You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's insane that you can, bro. She was saying she verbally attacked one of the school shooting victims
David
from what
Hogg.
school
Yeah,
was
I
that?
saw that video.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn,
from the
forget
Parkland.
One of the school shootings.
Yeah, Parkland.
Parkland. Yeah, she attacked him like.
Did you see the video? It was pretty much and I hate, and again, because we're giving her attention with this, and I hate that, but it is what's happening. So the dude, it was like after the shootings, he's like an 18-year-old. He's speaking to senators about passing gun control laws, probably. Yeah. And she's there with like the camera, but like, how did you get interviews with 33 senators, but I can't? It was like, that's not a good argument. That's not that
Like,
can't be.
you're proving why you can't right now.
Damn, it's ideology that I don't agree with, like the idea of like feeling that I have to have a gun on me, or that the prerogative to have a gun is that strong that I would fight for it. It's just not something that resonates with me. It's hard
Yeah.
for me to kind of understand where people are coming from, where that's the basis of their argument, gun control, when they're for the idea of just being able to have more guns. I just don't see the good in it, but maybe
Yeah.
someone could tell us.
Listen, man, those people, it's just people that they're entitled. They think that, like, for one reason, one of the gun things, right, is people on the right, they don't want them to ban assault rifles. Like, there's literally no reason to have an assault rifle. Like, you don't hunt with an assault rifle. If you can't shoot somebody with a handgun, you can't shoot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to have an assault rifle. The assault rifles in this country, those are what these terrorists that live in this country, that's what they use to do these mass shootings. It's assault rifles. So if they were banned in a country and got them out of here, it would be probably less mass shootings.
Or at least make it harder to get, sort of thing too. It's like,
yeah,
I think the argument that many use is that if they're collectors, but it's just like, I get that, you want to collect.
No, collect these nuts. I don't get it.
There's
no. You what do you mean? Like, well, you telling me that you having antique guns and collecting guns is more important than children's lives in schools? That's bullshit. Okay, like, period. Like, I don't. If me collecting stamps resulted in people dying, I wouldn't have stamps. You know what I mean? Like, nah, man.
Yeah. Do you feel like the good guy with the gun is going to protect us? We're in a situation, we're in Arby's. Someone there, an angsty person, was like, you know what, I'm going to pop off in Arby's. Pop. And the whole theory and the argument used is that the only thing that can stop a bad guy with a gun, and there's so many of them, is a good guy with a gun. You think the good guy with the gun is going to help us out?
I think that having the right to bear arms, I think you should have the right, but there needs to be limitations. There need to be background searches and be better checks of people that get these guns. It's crazy people shouldn't have the guns and all. So with that being said, if there is a good person that has a gun and they can stop the assailant, that's cool. But the problem is that shit don't ever happen.
Yeah.
Like, when does this, like, there's so many registered gun carriers in this country, but don't nobody be shooting back.
Yeah. I saw maybe an episode of Family Matters. Carl Winslow, he definitely shot back once. Other than that, though, like, I never really hear stories of like, good guy comes with gun, shoots up Arby's, but only for the bad guy. I've never heard that.
Nah, man.
Yeah. We'll see where this world takes us, man. Honestly, the conversation of guns, they bum me out a little bit. It bums me out because it's just like, there's so many people that have such strong convictions on having it. And you know me, man, I'm always trying to understand the opposing side. I'm always trying to, like, where does that logic lay? And I don't understand that one. We got to get a gun advocate on the show, bro.
Entitlement, bro. Entitlement. Yeah. They like, don't take my freedoms.
My freedoms.
Yeah. My Second Amendment. Like, how is the First Amendment you can be able to say whatever you want? Then Second Amendment is gun control. Like, so you're telling me, yo, if I pop up in my mouth, I can get popped in my mouth? Like, this is like,
that's streets, bro. I don't know, bro. That's like, I can't.
That's the second one. That was the second one. Was, yo, everybody using a gun?
Yo, a hip hop enthusiast created the amendments right there. Like, you can't say it. If you want, you can. But just know I got it strapped up, bro.
Right.
I get that a lot. And I don't agree with it. If you're listening to this, anyone, I don't agree with it. But yeah, no, I get that. What's up?
I was about to say, man, like you said, it's a crazy world that we live in, man. And something happened with Marilyn Manson. And you sent me.
Oh yeah, that's right. So I didn't look too much into this because it just seemed like a recycled thing of what always happens. Marilyn Manson, famed, I guess metal enthusiast singer. There's been a few people, I think 5 total, that have been accusing him of in their past relationships with him, of him being abusive, more so on the emotional abusive end. I've been seeing just a lot. One of the girlfriends, who was an actress, she was like, he would say that he fantasizes about smashing my head with a sledgehammer, stuff like that, where it's like it's a lot of those type of things, which just that's not good. That's not good. But it's also weird because like when I heard the story, I was like, oh yeah, Marilyn Manson. That sounds about right. Like that sounds kind of, yeah. Like it's, yeah. That producer Pat's like, duh. Not to say that he has the right to do these things. And
Right.
if it was,
yes, he's wrong. He is wrong for doing those things.
yeah,
Yes, he's wrong.
I guess it's just one of those things where it's like trying to navigate also like, oh, it meets expectations. And I think when it meets expectations, it could kind of take away from some of the malice behind it, which should not be the case in any way. We should see, or if we hear that this is indeed what happened, we shouldn't be like, oh, well, that's expected, and then all is forgiven. I think obviously hold people accountable. It was just weird with this story that my first thought was like, oh, yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, listen, man. Like, I hope everybody's okay, and I wish them well. But you have to make smart decisions. I think that I don't want to put victim blame or anything, but look, I know a woman, right? She met a guy who was
Ooh,
she met a guy. He was on his way to jail.
liking
Right?
this story.
She met a guy. He was on his way to jail. A couple years go by. He goes back to jail, and she's distraught about it. And I'm just like, you met him in and out of jail, so it's kind of like that's a red flag. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of
Like if this dude is doing interviews talking about removing his rib.
sometimes I hope that they're doing well, but that shit it's Marilyn Manson, dog. Like, so when you said Marilyn Manson assault claims, it's kind of like dog, like it's just wild, man. You just gotta
No
be
excuse for Mr. Manson. Mr.
no
Manson,
excuse.
listen, you do this, you create this image for entertainment, and that's okay. People do it all the time. We're hip hop fans. But you crossed the line, buddy. You crossed the line if you had some abusive relationships with these people.
There's a time when the image that you create and put out there actually crosses with who you really are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you like even rappers, you know what I'm saying? I know rappers that are good people, but they rap about things that when you rap about it, you put it out there in the atmosphere. You essentially manifesting the things you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like they just Tupac. Tupac didn't get arrested until he became famous. You know what I'm saying? He never had police activity involvement. He never went to jail until he became famous and talked about he talked about shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just kind of like so sometimes these artists they aren't these people, but when they talk about these things, they become what they talk about. That's how the universe works, man.
I have mixed feelings on it, and I'll hold off because it's going to be a whole episode. But I always compare it to, because I feel like we hold musicians, particularly rappers, so much more accountable with that logic, but yet we don't hold Quentin Tarantino or Martin Scorsese, where it's like, well, they make films that are filled with violence, and a lot of them are based off true stories, and we considered it acclaimed forms of media and entertainment. And I think a lot of that, especially when we talk about rappers, it's just like, well, I think rappers are also allowed the idea of being able to explore outside of what's happening in their real life, and it be seen or should be seen as entertainment. But that's a whole different thing. That's a whole different thing, bro.
Yeah, we can definitely save that for the next episode. You know what I'm saying? But I do believe in manifestation. And I do believe in putting energy in the atmosphere and getting that shit right back. You know what
I'm
I'm
about
saying?
to my manifestation, bro. I've been like on some like live, laugh, wine life for like the last month. Your boy's been like ODing on wine. That's my manifestation. I'm gonna get like one of those little like chalk, looks like it's industrial from a farm, barn sayings, just live, laugh, wine. That is what I'm gonna do there. I'm becoming one of those boys.
I told you, you look like a single mom right now.
Well, Dennis, you did your homework, so yeah, of course you can go in the video room. I'm gonna have some me time.
Just took your bra off. Oh
nice.
man.
Yeah, man. What are you getting into
I'm gonna
after
continue
this?
to drink my water, man. I'm gonna drink my water and raise these kids.
That's what's up, man. I respect that.
That's what I'm doing for the rest of the day.
If you're listening to this and all that stuff, one, subscribe. You'd like the episode. You enjoyed that shit. Subscribe, like. People always wonder what I'm talking to. I'm talking to the microphone over here. They never really see it. I'm not going to turn my camera because there's stuff over there. But yeah, like, subscribe, that, and
Oh, you're talking to your dog.
I'm not talking to my dog. I'm not talking to my dog. Also, I'm not going to be sharing this on social media. So if you're a fan of the show, share it. We may need the assistance in February. This could be your contribution to Black History Month. Sharing proper Ebonics.
Yo, you know what's crazy? You super lad because my internet is unstable at the end of the episode.
Damn, that's wild.
Well, all I heard was that you're not on social media, so share it.
Oh, I was shouting out the show. I was telling them to share it, and that could be their contribution to Black History Month. That was
good. That's good. That's good. There we go.
Well, you guys be safe.
For the internet.
No, it's all good. Be safe and come back. See ya.